What's up guys, Luke here with Luke's Points and Miles, and today I'm coming to you with another episode of Maximum Value Redemptions. And this one is actually on the hotel side. If you're a fan of the channel, you know I like to do these videos for a couple different reasons. One, I think it's a great way to give folks real world examples of how to get value from their credit card rewards. The second reason though is I love to show people examples of why they should stop repeating silly internet information such as IHG points are only worth half a penny each. I recently got the IHG Rewards Business Premier Card, and just by luck, I stumbled upon some random Facebook group that I don't even remember the name. Well, one of the posts was a suggestion on how to use IHG points. Well, I looked into the first suggestion and I actually smiled. Why? Because this property is on the very same beach I've been wanting to go back to since like 2005, 7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman. Guys, today I'm going to show you how I booked the Kimpton Seafire Resort and Spa and how I did it with a better value than what most folks claim they get with the super valuable almighty Hyatt point. If you like getting maximum value from your credit card points, do me a favor and subscribe and slap that like button because I have a gem for you guys today. Okay guys, first off, let's get a short summary of IHG because I've actually learned they are not one of the favorite three in the game, meaning they aren't as popular as Hilton, Marriott, or Hyatt. IHG is a British multinational hospitality company that has been around in its current form since around 2002. They have a long and storied history, but that is not what we want to learn about today. IHG does have well over 6,000 properties worldwide, including higher end properties such as the Intercontinental, Kimpton, and Hotel Indigo. Most of us, however, know them for the more economical chains like Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express. Most of the feedback I've received recently on YouTube suggests no one here would ever stay at a Holiday Inn. But I can tell you there are great use cases for that. I can tell you there is a Holiday Inn Express in New York City that is a 4-minute walk from Madison Square Garden. So if you wanted to go there for a fight or some other kind of sporting event, it's the perfect hotel to get for one night and spend your money on the seats. Hotels in that area are never cheap, but that one seems to be very reasonable on points. I'll talk a little more about that one at the end of the video, and I'll give you another random example of how valuable I found IHG points. I'm going to walk you through this thing right from the rip. IHG has two chase cards that are very, very similar. I recently got the business version and I'll quickly go over it because this is how I booked the Kimpton Seafire Resort. The card had a 165,000 point bonus for spending just $3,000. The bonus was a limited time bonus and I think right now it is actually 140,000. Still a good bonus. What actually caught my eye besides the bonus was the earnings structure. The card earns IHG points, of course, but it earns 5 times on a broad travel category: dining, gas, social media ads, and office supply stores. You office supply store people know what I mean. Now, the card also earns 3 times on everything. Even if you value these points at an extremely low 0.5 cents, that's still not bad. Now here's the quick rest of the card. Reward stays get a 4th night free. Yes, that definitely changes things. The card also gets an award night yearly with a 40,000 point cap. No foreign transaction fees and a TSA pre-check global entry credit makes this card a real travel card. Oh, the card also grants platinum status, the second highest tier, which lets you earn 26 times points at IHG properties with the card. So in my opinion, this card is slept on and the personal card is very similar. So you have 2 different options. Before I forget, if you want more information about the IHG Chase credit cards, or really any credit cards, check out my organized card link in the description below. Using my link really supports the channel and it allows me to upload mostly unsponsored videos, which I know you guys prefer. If you've already used my card link, I sincerely thank you. Long story short, I got this card and spent mostly on 5 times categories, and I got the bonus super fast. One way I hit the bonus was IHG had a promotion where you could purchase IHG points for half a cent per point. I spent $500 and I got 100,000 IHG points to plus up my account for these redemptions in this video. Well worth it. Okay, with that out of the way, I had enough points to book this joker. One of my reasons for traveling is for family memories, so that means I have to travel mostly during certain times of the year, and this particular trip is for spring break 2024. Let's check out IHG's website, which is actually pretty good, I think. I want to search Grand Cayman for spring break times next year, and I'll put in some random dates. Now, I understand this time period likely has a higher cash price than other times, but this is when I can travel, so it's what I'm using. When I search, I find both the resort I'm searching for and the Holiday Inn Express that everyone says they would never stay at. We'll disregard the Holiday Inn. Since I have the wife and boy, I'm going to need 2 beds, and who doesn't want a view of the water, right? Now, look at that premium price. The starting price is over $1,100 before all the extra stuff. I want to stay 4 nights so I can take advantage of the 4th night being free. So let's plug in the 4 nights to see the cash price. Well, that does change things a bit, and it's still super affordable at $7,383. No problem, right? Well, there is one problem. That is a little out of my budget. So let's take a moment. Let's see what we can do if we want to book the room with points. This same room is 70,000 IHG points per night. And remember, the 4th night is free. That makes 4 nights for just 210,000 IHG points. Right now you're thinking that is an astronomical redemption, right? Well, it's not exactly accurate just yet. IHG reward stays do not cover the resort fees for this type of property. So when you get there, they are going to want to charge you $80 a day for beach chairs, towels, water stuff, and all that. I could see someone not knowing this ahead of time, but Uncle Luke is here to help you. For this 4-night stay, they are going to want $320 just in resort fees. But $320 hurts a lot less than $7,000, right? Thought so. Let's get our calculators out. The cash price is the cash price, no matter how talented you are when it comes to philosophy. $7,383.32 minus the $320 resort fee that we'll be paying comes to $7,063.32. Now, some of you ballers might not mind paying that much, but for me, I'll go ahead and use the 210,000 points, most of which I earned with the bonus on 1 credit card. When I divide the cash price by the actual points used, I get a value or cent per point of 3.36 for my IHG points. You remember the folks who say they're worth half a penny? No. Now, haters will say, but Luke, you optimized the booking to give you the most value. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I do every time I buy something, if I can help it, right? Are all your IHG redemptions going to be this good? Well, no, but some of them will be pretty good. Let me ask you a question. After this redemption, how many bookings would it take for me to move my average value down to 0.5 cents per point? I'll answer that for you. It'll likely never happen. Guys, get those oftentimes repeated values out of your head and go look at properties that you want to stay at and see what you can do with these points. You might find out you can't find great value from a certain program. You might find out you can. Let's take a look at just how much of an outlier this one is. There is a UFC fight at Madison Square Garden that I had originally booked at the Andaz, but the Andaz is a 16-minute walk, and I'll likely have a few adult beverages that night. I'm also going to only be in town a few hours, so I'll basically sleep, eat breakfast, then leave. So no need to book something really expensive. This is not a cheap area, and you know your boy needs a high floor, and I have to book a refundable room. I cancel a lot, and I don't exactly like fighting with the hotels to get my cheddar back. $466 for me and the missus. That sounds like a lot for a Holiday Inn Express, but this is Manhattan and it is fight night. 58,000 IHG points sounds a lot better to me. Let's have a look at this more modest redemption. Still 0.8 cents per point. My point is, even without the 4th night free award stay, you can still get value from this program. Now, obviously, any upgrades might further add to value since I am platinum status, but this is just my first 2 real-world examples that I booked 30 days after getting the card. Another reminder, if you want more information on any of these rewards credit cards, click on my card link in the description below. Doing so supports my small channel. Guys, if you like this video, slap that like button for me so we can get YouTube to move us through that algorithm. What I want to ask you guys is this: is there a rewards program that you think is undervalued or overvalued? Tell everyone about them in the comment sections. And guys, if you stayed around all the way to the end, I appreciate you and I thank every single one of you.